Presenting our STEM project.
The world is in danger. The ozone layer is slowly breaking, and it's up to us to reduce our carbon emissions and stop it before it's too late.
So what is carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is a chemical compound made up of one carbon atom bonded with two oxygen atoms.
There are many other greenhouse gases, but we chose to focus on the most notorious one. CO2 is mainly produced by humans. This is in turn heating up our atmosphere and making our planet subject to a massive climate change. CO2 is produced by hydrocarbon fuels burning and can be produced by taking the car or any other mode of transport and many other ways. And if you think you're going to grab those double cheeseburgers in your fridge after this video, you're not helping the planet. The chickens you're eating have been releasing so much carbon dioxide because they've been mass-produced just for your meal. So we know what we have to do, reduce our carbon emissions. But how? That's when we came up with a preventive solution to help raise awareness through measuring carbon footprint by developing our app, CarbonFree. CarbonFree is a software designed to use data collection and statistical analysis to help you cut down on your carbon emissions and go carbon-free. All you need to do is take a simple short survey and get a rough estimate of how much CO2 you contribute to the atmosphere. Let's take a look at the scientific solutions on how to reduce carbon dioxide using direct air capturing methods. First, air is drawn into the plant and the CO2 within the air is chemically bound to the filter. Once the filter is saturated with CO2, it's heated using mainly low-grade heat as an energy source to around 100 degrees Celsius. The CO2 is then released from the filter and collected as concentrated CO2 gas to supply to customers or negative emission technologies. CO2-free air is then released back into the atmosphere. This continuous cycle is then ready to start again. The filter is reused many times and lasts for several thousand cycles. CO2 captured from air is separated and then injected into porous basalt rock formed from cooling lava at an underground test site. This has been done in Iceland since 2012. Concentrated CO2 released from these scientific solutions are also used in food and beverages industry, for greenhouses, and for synthetic fuels. The World Economic Forum met in Davos during January 2020. They pledged to plant 1 trillion trees around the world in order to reduce the carbon footprint. We brainstormed on how we could use DT and robotics to help solve this problem, and came up with the solution of our robot planter. We came up with a design of a robot which would plant trees much more efficiently and quicker than humans could. The robot planter is a motor-powered robot made of metal. It includes a plant storage filled with 100 small shrubs and a conveyor to dig the soil out and roll it back. We were inspired by this year's game in Bex IQ Squared Away and looked at our robot and found an analogy. The ball intake in our robot represents the soil dig, and the deposition of balls was planting the shrubs in the ground, as you can see in our sketch. As a robot planter moves, the conveyor digs soil away. Then it drops the shrub while the conveyor sweeps the soil back with a reverse action. The shrub planting has been done. The robot planter moves away to a programmed distance to plant another shrub. By changing the tray design, we can also plant seeds. Robots like this would help reach target of 1 trillion trees quickly. These are the next steps we'll be working on in this STEM project.